Hello and welcome back to the She's Sacred with Katherine Phifer show. I'm Katherine Phifer and I'm your host, and I'm so excited that you're here. Welcome. Today I have a great episode for you. We're going to be talking about the transformational journey to loving yourself like a queen. But before we dive in, I just have a couple of announcements. I don't want you to forget we do have a Facebook group if you're not watching this in Facebook right now. We also have a podcast and a YouTube show. So wherever you're hearing this or watching this, we have other avenues for catching this show. In Facebook, you actually get the recording of the show a day earlier than everyone else. And then we have the podcast on pretty much all of the podcasting hosts that you can think of. And we also have a YouTube show where you can catch this episode on YouTube if that's your preferred platform of video. So you can find us in all kinds of different places. I do really love the Facebook group because we have a community aspect. There's more posts in there with more ways to connect. And you can also find me on my own personal Instagram at Katherine Phifer, which is KATHERINEPHIFER. So, and also one other thing before I forget, we have a new free guide. It's called the Sacred Three. The Sacred Three is a daily practice, 3 daily practices actually, where we connect in with ourselves on a really powerful level so that we connect in with our vibration, we create expansion in our vibration, and we attract in what we desire, and we also are the best leaders that we possibly can be. So today in our episode, I'm talking about the transformational journey to loving yourself like a queen. And let me tell you, this has been quite the journey for myself. I've done so much work around this. I have earned my stripes in teaching this. And what I have learned along the way is that sometimes I have to say no to things that maybe I really love but aren't serving me. And I also have to say yes to things that are in my highest good. So the first thing that I would recommend if you're like on the journey of loving yourself like a queen, you really want to embody a queen vibration and energy, I would recommend getting really clear on what that means for you. What does loving yourself like a queen mean for you? What is fully, completely in alignment to you for you to love yourself? So, what are your actions that you're going to do to completely love yourself? What's the mindset that you're going to take to completely love yourself? What what are the things in your world that are going to amplify you loving yourself? And then how can you amplify those things? So, if getting good sleep is part of you loving yourself like a queen, which I know for me that's one of the things, how can we amplify really good sleep? Well, we can not be on our phones before we go to bed. We can not eat a heavy meal before bed, know what our how our digestive system works at nighttime so that we are getting good sleep. We could make sure we don't drink coffee in the afternoon. We could focus on our hormones if we are over 40 so that we are, you know, handling our hormones in whatever way that we need to. We could not drink as much alcohol at night because that affects our sleep so powerfully. So we could amplify our sleep by doing those things. And for me, feeling like a queen means that I'm not tired and I'm not run down. And it took me a long time to figure that out. And then also, another thing for me is about what I put in my body. So for me, food is really important. And so when I eat unaligned things, I don't feel so great. And it sticks with me for a while. And so I've really had to figure out how to amplify foods that do serve me and let go of the things that don't. And then this kind of transitions into what's not in alignment for you to love yourself. What is not supporting you? What people, what conversations, what What habits or behaviors, what are the things that are just not supporting you to love yourself as the queen that you are? And how can you minimize those things? How can you have less of those things in your life and amplify the things that do work? And then the last thing I want to talk about is creating boundaries to uphold the love for yourself. So I've been really working around this word selfish. And I've been in a class and we've been talking about what selfish means. And sometimes people will say that you're being selfish or that you've created boundaries that don't serve them because you're putting yourself in a different realm. And that the irony of someone telling you that you're selfish is that they're being selfish because they want to control how you're behaving. Because what you're doing is selfish and they don't like that. So they say that you're selfish, right? But you being selfish maybe is the best thing for the entire situation. So when you create boundaries to uphold your love for yourself, that might mean that sometimes people won't like them. But also, it might mean that you really like yourself. So, what boundaries are required for you to love yourself like a queen? What do you need for your sleep? What do you need for your eating? What do you need to say yes to? What do you need to say no to? What policies do you need in your life so that you can show up and be you in the most powerful way? That's super scary stuff because we are raised to be the nice girl and we are raised to go with the flow and we are raised to not have our crown on our heads. But really, what we need to do is put the crown on our heads and be amazing queens in our lives so that we can impact the world in a really powerful way in our leadership, in our power, and do amazing things. Okay, until next time, I hope you have a great day and a great week. Bye.